Welcome to 7 Dooms for Sandpoint, Chapter 3, Whistles in the Dark, Episode 34, where we join this fight already in progress. After your delicious meal, dessert was served, coffee, brandy, and a dessert whose name I've forgotten, something with blueberries.
Black and blue
cobbler. Black and blue cobbler.
That was what it was.
And some troublemakers came in and said, hey, the leader, who also happened to be the individual that Icselo had run into earlier in the day, a troublemaker named Kellen Varm, instructed his... One moment. I have a very important interruption. One moment, please. Are you going to bed? Are you going to bed? You can come say goodnight real quick.
Oh my god!
Good night, baby.
Hello!
Oh!
Oh, Bubba's.
Oh, Jake found an enormous tater tot.
You want me to kiss you?
Oh my god.
Love you.
Oh,
Sleep tight.
this is the most important interruption. I would do an ad for redbubble.com right now, but I can't tear myself away.
What Jake's daughter doesn't know
here you go.
is that he's about to try to kill a bunch of kids.
Savannah.
Yes.
So, you know.
Good night. Sorry, I was just getting started and I heard the door open behind me.
Can't go wrong there.
I told her, because I found out that when we're streaming and she goes to bed, that she was hugging the door to the office. And I said, you can interrupt me anytime. My friends will not mind. So.
That's the best. Hugging the door.
As a strong counterpoint to the adorable little granddaughter, it was just describing how Kellen said to his cultists, take the children, kill anybody that gets in the way. To which you all said, hell no, and began to fight the cultists. Kellen himself quickly being attacked by both Velynia and Lumi, and Icselo jumping into the fray. Just literally eviscerating this man. But it was no man that fell into the blood and gore on the floor. It was instead a devil's avatar, a monstrosity with leathery wings, impossibly wide mouth with rows of jagged teeth that swiped out at Velynia and Icselo and chomped down, biting firmly on Lumi's arm. And just prior to that, it should be at the beginning of the fight, the owner of the White Deer, Kaeryn, had snuck out of the kitchen, was having some dessert. So he was there when the fight started, threw a couple of pewter mugs at the cultists before Millie told him to go get Father Xantus. And so he took off. As it stands right now, based on where we were, when Kaeryn's initiative rolls around in the next round, that is when Father Xantus and Kaeryn return. But we are now on Icselo, who goes immediately following the Devil's Avatar, formerly known as Kellum. Oh, I guess before
hey, Jacob, does it matter that Kaeryn's not in the initiative?
He is. You just can't see him because he's not there.
Oh, okay.
I have tokens that are hidden because they're technically not there, and they do show in the initiative for me. But I'm also realizing the audience cannot see what we see because I forgot to switch our screens. I need to make a quick adjustment.
Hey, while Jake makes a quick adjustment, why don't you check us out on redbubble.com. At redbubble.com, we got all kinds of great logos like the one I am wearing. I think the one Tamiko is wearing. And all kinds of other great ones. You can get our logos on t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, mugs, stickers, postcards, pillows, and all kinds of other cool stuff. There's almost always a deal at redbubble.com, especially if it's your first time shopping. So check us out today at redbubble.com. Just search Mini Terrain Domain.
All right. And for some reason, in this window, Baron, you are all the way over, almost off screen. Vi, you are also off screen, but I see you're kind of lower left anyway.
Uh-oh.
I am suddenly fighting a dry throat, so it's a good thing I won't have to do a lot of talking tonight, right? Just rolling dice. Icselo, it is your turn. Also, not represented, but you have an improvised shield in the manner of one of the chairs that has already taken one hit.
If I'm not mistaken, I also was grappling the Devil's Avatar.
Yes. You have one arm. You have one arm around him, holding him in place.
Which makes him flat-footed. My question is, could improvised stool, chair, shield also be improvised club?
Question mark?
Absolutely.
If I've got this creature in one arm and I see it chomp down on Lumi, it's getting this chair to its mouth or face to not hit the resident of the mouth.
Nice.
Well, that's lovely. Hold on. There you go. My browser froze for a moment.
Oh, jeez.
If you attack with something that wasn't built to be a weapon, such as a chair or a vase, you're making an attack with an improvised weapon. They are simple weapons. You take a -2 penalty to attack rolls with improvised weapons. And then the GM determines the amount and type of damage, if any, that is dealt by it. I'm going to say that if you hit, it's going to do 1d6 plus whatever your strength modifier is. Your normal damage modifier.
13 on the die, plus modifiers, I'm looking at 20, dirty 20.
And that's with the -2 penalty modifier for improvised weapon?
Correct.
You slam this chair down on the Devil's Avatar, breaking it across its bony head and spines, and it doesn't even acknowledge that you just struck it with this chair.
Wow.
That is not enough. And your chair is now broken.
Ah, my chair.
Yikes.
I don't think I have to maintain my grapple once I'm there. He just has to break it. Can I see like maybe a knife on the table or any kind of utensil within range of where I'm standing in proximity to the table?
Yeah, you're within 5 feet of the table, so I kind of imagine this. You've got that one arm holding onto him, and you slam down with that improvised chair weapon, breaking it. Nothing happens. You reach back, and you're just sort of reaching back, and we see that shot of your hand just kind of grasping across the table. And there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to even turn and look. It's perfectly within range. There was brisket being served and all kinds of other stuff. So yes, there is a knife or a fork, whatever utensil you want, short of a cleaver, is on the table.
I think it's probably like the serving fork.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the carving, like the long. Yep.
And I would use my second action to equip it and then attack if I could for my third.
Absolutely.
Would I still have the -2?
I'm gonna say that
versus a chair?
I'm gonna say that this is not. I mean, while you're using it as a weapon, it's
Sure.
designed to puncture meat, so no -2 penalty for improvised weapon.
Oh, so close. It was a natural 20 and then rolled to a 2 for a total of 9 or 11 because I don't have the -2.
Dang it.
Total of 11. You know what?
Roll
No,
that.
I just bought
What are you
5
doing?
pops. Yeah. I just call it fucking pops. God damn it.
All right, let me fix that. Let's see. That should be. Okay.
We got a 23 this time.
Much better. You take this fork, sort of spinning it in your hand to get a good grip on it, jamming it into the side of this thing's face, and you watch as those tines on that serving fork just go.
Yeah, dang.
23 is not enough.
That's my turn.
All right.
Actually, I would shout. I would just tell my daughter to run. And that would be my turn.
Okay. That is going to take us to Lene, Millie, and Monte Cristo.
If Lene doesn't mind, Millie would like to go first.
Go for it.
Do it.
Okay. Thanks. Millie's going to run around her companions because that's something that you can do. And she's going to. It's something that you can do.
It is.
And she's going to furiously pick up the ceramic dish that has her now ruined black and blue dessert because Ass Bucket stuck his meat hook in there and fucking ruined it all for everybody. And she's going to projectile it at the guy who's right in front of me.
Disciple
So
6.
I'm going to be casting telekinetic projectile.
Yes.
That is a 23 to hit.
That is a hit.
And now it's going to be 4d6 points of damage. So that's going to be 20 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
20 points
Very good night.
of pie damage.
High damage.
One might say this is sweet revenge.
And Millie's going to turn to Lene and Bryn and say, break the window, climb out. And
Oh, yeah.
that's my turn. One move,
great
one
turn.
action.
Okay, Lene is going to the first thing she's going to do, just because I got to do this, because it's literally her attack as a farmer, is she can make a ranged apple attack.
Oh my god.
She
I
is
love how Icselo really went for broke and Lene is over there chucking apples.
yeah, she's going to pick
Chances are she will be more effective. Than
she's going to pick
Maybe
up
she will.
She's going to pick up an apple, and let me see what her modifiers are for that. Not much. She gets a +5. She's going to throw an apple at the same one that Millie just hit. That's going to be a...
She's just over in the corner like
12. You see this, so you see this moment where Millie comes around the corner and picks up this pie dish and telekinetically hurls it much harder than the disciple was expecting. It slams into his face, covering him with this dessert, and the ceramic dish breaks across his face, and he just kind of wipes the stuff away, looking and glaring at Millie, and then you just see an apple go bonk off the side of his head, and he just turns and looks at Lene.
Did he take any bonk damage?
He did not.
I'm just curious.
No, she
Okay.
missed.
I actually have something else I'd like to do, Jacob.
Okay.
I have a reaction
yes.
that triggers when an ally within 20 feet of me makes a ranged attack roll.
Oh, okay.
that
what is that?
counts.
This is called Shadow Projectile. You create an illusory duplicate of your ally's ranged attack to confuse your opponents. You launch an illusory double of your ally's projectile or spell at the same target, leaving the enemy unsure of which attack to avoid. The target takes 3d8 mental damage depending on its will save. Regardless of the result of its save, it's temporarily immune to this spell for 1 hour. So make a will save on a DC 19 because it's lowered because of my fear, as is theirs.
I love this.
So,
She throws an apple. You're throwing an illusory apple.
Yep.
Technically, your frightened condition would go down by 1 at the end of your turn. So it'd be 1 less frightened on your
Yeah.
turn,
Oh,
Millie.
so 20,
-1.
DC 20.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
bye.
Thank you. Bye. Always the.
And
You're using
this,
your rules lawyer's power for good.
this disciple is actually frightened 2 currently.
Yes.
So his results will be lowered. Excuse me, by 2. Let's see. So instead of a +7, he's going to get a +5 to whatever I roll. That was almost a 20. And then it just dropped onto a 2. So that is a total of 7.
That's a critical failure.
Oh
That is
my
a critical
god!
failure.
Destroy them.
This is such a waste of all of this because he's just gonna die. Critical failure is the creature is flat-footed against the triggering attack and takes full damage, nay, double damage from the illusory apple.
Which was
So-
3d8.
3d8.
I want you to roll just in case you roll all ones.
Oh yeah.
Not gonna
Which is
watch.
about
It'll
the
be
only way
8,
this
8,
guy's
and 7.
surviving.
That's going to be 11.
So he takes
Double
22 points of damage. So I imagine
night.
adding to that
22
narration,
points.
he gets bonked with that apple, glares at Lene, turns and looks at you, and doesn't see the second illusory apple that's this sort of shadow form, and just the apple hits him right in the temple. And it's not... It's a combination of it hits him so hard it knocks him into the wall, and he hits his head right on the corner of one of these. I imagine the white deer has hunting trophies all over the place.
Oh yeah, you
and
can see a couple of them.
just slams against it, and you see him drop to the ground, and blood pools around him.
Done.
How do you like them apples?
Yeah. Yay.
Nice.
To me, that's a point of
turn.
inspiration.
The best turn so far in our campaign. Early contender.
So he's going to just so you can see it. Here's that,
Done.
and so you can't see it. I don't know what's happening. What is it trying to do? It keeps trying to do something. It's trying to teleport or something. Why is it trying to teleport? Somehow I could turn teleportation on. Hold on a moment.
Oh no, dog, you made the map. Just teleport him the crap out.
There.
It's fine.
Oh,
Nope. This is what I want.
first blood. Just kidding.
Whoops.
Pretty close.
I've been
to
waiting
first
so long
blood.
to use this spell. Oh my god.
I'm so glad that happened for you, especially in this specific context. That was the
Oh
best
god,
thing.
the apple was literally the best.
The blood remembers as one of the disciples is killed. I'm not going to leave the bodies on the floor because it's, even when they're invisible, it's a nightmare, but there is new blood.
Oh god.
So that was still Linnea's first action to throw the apple, and then you used a reaction.
Oh my god.
But seeing that her apple had no effect, and then seeing what you did, she picks up the chair and she throws it through the window that's immediately behind her. And she is going to, so that's her second action, and then she's going to grab hold of Bryn and sort of pull him. Bryn is a non-combatant, so he doesn't get an initiative order. So she grabs him, and the two of them are starting to climb out the window.
Awesome. Linnea is such a badass.
Amazing.
Does Monte Cristo have actions, or do you have to do things through him?
I have to use one of my actions to make Monte Cristo do an action.
That's what I thought.
Right now he's probably like just kind of flying near the children, like, oh my god, what's going on?
I was gonna say, because he's kind of in between them. I just picture Monte Cristo sort of standing in front of the children, just arching his back and hissing at the disciples.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
He's being fierce.
He's doing what the hell is Monte Cristo doing? His best.
It is disciple, all of the disciples' turns. So disciple 5
gets to go first.
Well,
That's really gonna rub one the wrong way. It's gonna be infighting.
Millie, you
Excuse
had a
me.
gust of wind spell going. Is that still going? Because they weren't able to come. Well, it's that one turn.
I don't think so, because I cast another spell, like, right? I don't know how this works. It ain't D&D.
sorry, I am trying to find my stat there. So. Okay.
I think, and this is just my opinion, I think a Devil's Disciple needs to do like an athletics or acrobatics or some kind of check to climb over that table.
Well, that's what was taking me a moment, was I was trying to find out what his athletic score was.
It's probably stupid and dumb and low. He's a loser.
He gets a 19 on his athletics check as he steps on one of the chairs, steps up onto the table, and sort of power slides through all the food, landing next to Linnaea. And he had enough movement to get through that point. He is going to tackle Bryn.
Oh
And the two of them are going to go tumbling out the window.
no! Linnea is going to kill him.
She's going to lose it.
She's gonna rip his eyes out.
So the two of them are currently out of line of sight, outside the window, on the ground. Thank you for whoever just drew the broken glass. I couldn't make it look right, but I actually had broken glass overlays
Damn.
for use in the maps, but I couldn't make them look right. So scriggly lines work. So that's that guy. This guy, Disciple 4. Is he is going to throw a dagger at you, Millie, for his first action. That is a total of 19 to hit.
That's a miss.
This dagger comes flying at you and sails past your head and just in the wall behind you. Seeing that he missed, he's going to take a stride action, and he is going to walk towards you and basically just sort of do that Henry Cavill loading his fists as he's got a machete in the other hand. He does get his second attack penalty as he tries to hit you with the machete. But that is only going to be an 11, 10, 9. Excuse me. So I imagine he gets up there, takes a swing, and you just sort of duck underneath it as this machete goes over your head.
No, not today, evil.
Get behind me, devils, or whatever you are.
This guy is going to move over here in front of the bathroom, and as he does so, he's got
anyone in there?
He's got his eyes on you, Natalin, and keeping that 5-foot buffer between the two of you, he just walks over there, and you see him draw his dagger across his tongue, slicing his tongue.
Ow.
And he is going to use his devil's breath against you.
No.
That is a... Wait, before I do that... Did this before. Oh. Yeah, he's going to position it so that it catches you. I don't remember how the AoE stuff works. Well, there we go.
What shape do you want?
Okay, it's just...
They don't want to kill the children. They want to capture them.
Yeah, I don't
What
want
shape?
the children
What size?
caught in it. He's not catching the children in it. It's 15 foot.
Right there.
And one of these guys should be frightened one from my my glare. I don't know which one got it.
Let me double check because I have the notes written on another piece of paper.
The disciple number 4 down at Millie is the one that currently has a fright condition, but
Yeah, but one I glared at one.
ooh.
Oh,
Yes, it was the number
She
3.
gave one the stink eye.
Number 3 has the frightened condition from you.
Good.
Okay, so Natalin, you need to make a reflex saving throw as he exhales a 15-foot cone of burning smoke, igniting the blood from his sliced tongue.
26.
that is
26
such a
is
success.
a success. So you will take 1d8 of fire damage. Yeah. You're only going to take 1d8. So you'll take 5 points of fire damage from that. And that took 2 actions, so that's his action. This is so confusing because I ran a bunch of frightened stuff in D&D yesterday.
Frightened just decrements
It's-
by 1 at the end of your turn.
It just affects your DCs and checks, not
Yep,
your
every
ability
passive
to
or active roll.
not your ability to
Correct,
move towards a target. Okay, I think that number 2 here, who's not looking great, is going to
Run away. Oh,
need you to make a
Retreat.
or tell me what your fortitude is, Natalin, because he's gonna come running up. Nope, he's gonna come running up, and he is gonna try to grab you.
My fortitude.
Yeah, what is your
I have a
fortitude
plus-
score?
It's currently a +8.
So your DC is
So is that
18.
18?
Which means he needs to roll a 15 or better. Is that
guess
right?
what? He's about to roll an 8.
That is a natural 20.
Uh-oh.
So you are now grabbed, Natalin,
Critical success. Restrained.
which means you
How many
are.
dice is it to force the DM to reroll? Just curious.
It's
5.
5. You can't force
Oh.
the DM to re-roll, but you can
Boo.
spend 5 to lower the success from a crit to a regular success. Which
I don't
would
think there's a difference. Do
That's
you?
a lot to. That's a lot.
It's-
She'll be able to get
The
away.
difference is between restrained and grabbed. And I'll pull up the 2 different conditions. But
yeah, the restrained is you are tied up and can barely move. You are off guard and immobilized, Natalin. You can't use any attack or manipulate actions except to attempt to escape or force open your bonds. So this guy has you wrapped up. That was his stride and an action to grab you. He's going to use his third action to try to stick his dagger in your side.
that will be with multi-attack penalty. Just an FYI.
Because of the grapple.
Yep. It's a corner case that like normally catches people off guard. Unintended.
So that is going to be a total of not enough, I think. What did I roll?
Oh.
I rolled a 14, so he gets a +4 on that second attack. So 18, I don't think is, or is that your AC? No, that's his AC. You're 22. Okay, so he tries to stick you with the pointy end, but he's actually he surprisingly got hold of you a lot tighter than he expected, and
Actually, sorry. My AC currently, because I'm frightened too, so my AC drops to 20. But he's got me restrained or off guard, so that drops me down another 2. So I am at 18.
so that would be a hit then.
Yeah.
You are going to take. Jumping all over the place here. You are going to take 8 points of piercing damage. And as he jams this knife in you, Disciple 3 is going to take a stride action and is going to grab Ellis. And then
Save the children!
and then he is going to make a stride action
Bitch.
to the door.
Bitch. Okay.
Which is about
now,
here.
Guess what?
As he picks up the screaming Ellis, who is tightly holding on to, and I could not find. I tried to find a kid holding a chicken, and I just didn't make a chicken token for Cluck Norris. But this disciple is basically has his eyes on the situation and is sort of backing towards the door, holding on to this screaming and crying child. And the wings are flapping furiously as he is attempting to make an escape. I believe all of the disciples have taken their actions now, which
It's my turn.
is
Get
going to
over here.
drop this disciple. It's not going to drop him. It's going to drop his frightened condition at the end of his turn. And then, yeah, okay. So, where did my initiative tracker go? Why can't it? The disciples have gone. Disciples, Tommy Ellis, Lyra Bryn. I think Lyra and Tavi are going to they're going to run for the kitchen. Lyra heard her dad yell run, and would she run for the kitchen or would she go upstairs? She's going to take... dang it. She's going to take... I got to learn the keyboard shortcuts. She's going to take Tavi and start dragging him towards the stairs. And they're going to basically just run. And I'm going to, for the moment, unless something changes with them, I am going to turn them invisible. They have run upstairs and they are out of sight. There is a second floor of rooms and lots of places to hide. So those two are off the first floor.
Nice.
That takes us to the top of the initiative order and to Velynia.
Okay. Okay, so I see this fucker running off with Ellis. I hear Ellis, like Doppler effect behind me. And I think I'm gonna break off from Devil's Avatar and go after them.
So yeah, this area here and this area here are basically like half walls.
At a wall, okay.
Yeah, so these where you're engaged, those are stairs. You can vault over that, no problem.
Oh, I see. Okay, one.
It wouldn't even
two.
cause you extra movement to go around down the stairs and around it.
Perfect. So I'm here. And I want to try to hit this motherfucker. Do I get any kind of a penalty to try to not hit Ellis?
So the situation is that he is holding the child in front of him, and the chicken's flapping. It looks like lesser cover is going to grant him a +1 to AC.
Okay. I'm still going to try to hit him. Here I go.
Before you take your strike, because he is holding a 9-year-old child in front of him, if you critically fail, you will strike the child.
Oh, well, good thing that's not gonna happen. Guess what? Here we go. I am gonna kill this guy. Here I go. That is gonna be a 21 to hit him.
With cover, he gets a +1 to his AC. But that's not enough to stop your sword from finding home.
My god. You really got me good that one time, buddy. Oh my goodness. Now, because of Cluck Norris pecking his eyes out, I assume, do I happen to get my sneak attack damage?
He's not pecking his eyes out, but Cluck Norris is causing a distraction enough that I will allow the sneak attack.
Yes!
Cluck Norris is an ally.
Yes, he is. Damn right he is. He's an ally.
It's sort of like he has a little bit of like a unintentional cover from the chicken, but it's blocking his own view a bit.
And that's 17 points of damage. Vi, do the -2s from frightened affect damage as well, or just attack?
Only D20 rolls.
Okay, perfect. Never mind then. So that's shit, whatever I just said. Hold on, 12, 17.
You drive your blade behind where he's holding this kid in front of him.
Uh-huh.
But you know that if you go in from the side, you won't endanger Tavi. And if you go at an upward angle, you'll go through the ribs and through several vital organs.
Nice.
And he doesn't even cry out in pain. He just opens his mouth and blood begins to spill out. And as you withdraw your blade, he dies. Whoops, hold on. Let me undo that.
I thought he like fucking Misty stepped with the kid for a second. I was
sorry.
like, no!
Sorry, that I forgot he was attached to him. And that made Tavi disappear too.
Ellis? This is the Yudoist boy. Ellis.
Yeah, sorry, Ellis.
Okay.
So the blood remembers. More blood is spilled. Tavi and Cluck Norris drop to the ground, and sorry, Ellis. I'm looking right at his name.
Okay.
And Ellis is going to immediately wrap his arms around you.
And this sudden affectionate contact like surprises Velynia, and then she like oh god.
You ever pick a kid up and hold a kid on your hip while you're wielding a sword?
No. Velynia's never
tell
fucking
him
done
to
that.
hide under a table or something.
Velynia's never hugged a child. Velynia would just
Velynia's never
be like,
hugged.
Velynia's never hugged. Velynia would say, hide somewhere, anywhere, and like kind of like gently shove him away. And I do want to get like here, mayhap. So if Natalin escapes, that fucker's flanked.
Okay, so you did a stride, attack, and stride.
Yep.
Ellis did sort of, as you kind of peeled him off, he runs and hides behind this half wall and pillar, and is doing his best to quiet the clucking chicken. Where's my original? So that was Velynia at 1. Natalin and Lumi are up next.
Natalin, you can go ahead.
I am going to activate my shark tooth charm.
That pause.
Activate my
I'm
shark.
going to activate my shark.
Dun,
dun.
crashing through the roof of the building. A giant great white shark.
Jesus
appears.
Christ!
Like, what is it?
Devouring
Did you take a
devil's
level in
playful.
Druid when you were helping Bryn out?
It's
I
a great
did.
white.
No, I took a level in Shark.
Raw power. Raw power.
So basically what this allows me to do is to attempt to escape using acrobatics, and I get +1 to the check. If I roll a success, I will actually get a crit success instead. If I roll a crit failure, I actually just get a failure. If I do manage to fail this check, then the person that's grabbing me will have to release me immediately as a free action, or will take 2d8 piercing damage as the shark's teeth embed themselves in him.
Yes.
This was a piece of loot that I gave you, isn't it?
Waiting all the time to
Talk
use
about a
this.
perfect opportunity to use that.
What
You've got a sign on
delight.
your forehead that says "Grab me." Just
Yeah,
making
right.
the respect defended.
Natalin's
if I wanna-
every fight. Natalin's been going
Dude.
like leaning in. Come on, grab hold.
Kaeryn, you
Try to
haven't
grapple
Give
used-
me a
me.
hug. Give me
Kaeryn,
a
you've
hug.
never freaking used one. I don't think you've ever freaking used one. Use it. Use it now.
I know, I know, but then if I don't use it, then he can take damage.
My
Do I
God,
use it?
I say use it. Use it.
What are we using?
A dice,
A
but
dice,
not
yeah.
yet. I'm gonna let Kaeryn decide. I'm just doing a little peer pressure.
I would like to re-roll that because that was pretty shitty.
Yes.
Hokey
Proud
dokey.
of you. I'm proud of you.
Oh, do-over's better. So that
Yay.
is a 23.
Yes.
And that's
See, Karen's Canadian sensibilities won't let her put anybody out, so she doesn't want to use the dice. You see.
What's my excuse?
Well, me this time was
I
like,
used them a bunch.
if I
Good point.
fail, I kind of, he takes damage. Okay, so if that's a success, it's a crit success. Did I mistake?
that's absolutely a success.
So what does a crit success on an escape mean? Crit success. You get free and remove the grabbed, immobilized, and restrained conditions. I can then stride up to 5 feet. Oh, that is perfect. I would love to stride up to 5 feet.
Nice.
I would like to stride up to 5 feet backwards.
Yep.
Because then I am going to cast a spell called Electric Arc.
I just have a question. Does Electric Arc get cast in a straight line? And does it go through
No.
him?
No,
Okay.
it's 2 targets. It targets one, it hits one and bounces to the other.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
A little
so
mini chain lightning action.
yeah,
Love it.
yeah, it's
Love
mini
it.
chain
Love
lightning.
it.
So it's going to be first on Disciple 2, regardless of whether Disciple 2 succeeds his reflex save or not, it does hit Disciple 1. So it's going to go 2 and 1. They both need to make a basic reflex saving throw, please. My DC at this moment is 19.
All right. So Disciple 2 does not have a frightened condition, so he's just going to roll. That is a 8 total, so that's a fail.
Fail,
And that's a
yes.
crit fail.
Perfect. Even better.
And oh my gosh. So 13 for Disciple 1.
So both of them, having failed, will take 11 points of electricity damage.
Yes. Oh my God. Say goodnight.
The blood remembers.
Wow, does he just pop like a zit?
Imagine they charred.
We're
Okay.
giving the Devil's Avatar a bunch of power-ups by defeating his minions before we attack him.
Low-key, I think that's actually maybe what's happening.
You're creating the new Devil's Disciples headquarters at the White Deer.
It's gonna be like a fucking blood golem. They're just gonna rise up. Ugh.
That is my 3 actions all done. So
I imagine
Okay.
this fucking dude like sizzles into nothing right in front of Velynia, and Velynia
Both
just
of them.
like stands and watches and like looks up at you in like mild terror and respect.
Protect the children!
As your eyes are fucking white, I am terrified. That's amazing. Yeah, damn right. Natalin's frightened goes down because everybody else is now afraid of her. It transferred. It's the best, dude. Hell yeah. Man, we're fucking these guys up, dude.
Okay.
Let's go.
So it is now the Devil's
It'd
Avatar's.
be my turn.
Oh,
right?
no, sorry. It is Lumi's turn. That's right.
Okay.
Then it's the
Yeah.
Devil's Avatar's turn.
Go get
Yeah,
him.
perfect. My first action. Lumi is still quivering in fear, having been chomped and screamed at by this creature. She's going to try and desperately, manically try to recall whatever she can about any kind of folklore or tales about what monstrosity is before her. Specifically about any weaknesses it might have.
Just-
I'm going to use exploit vulnerability against it. As my
As
first
a
action.
reminder, we ended, you are grabbed by it when it bit down on you.
Absolutely. So I'm. Oh, that's right. Let me add that condition. Grabbed. Attempt to manipulate action. Ooh, is this manipulate? It is.
Yep.
Okay.
I believe it's just a flat 5 check.
Do I want to risk a 25% chance, though? That's the real question. Okay, or I could try to escape. I have to escape. Try to escape first.
First, dude.
An unarmed attack modifier against the DC.
What's the escape?
Okay, use acrobatics or athletics. Okay, yeah. Action number 1 is I'm going to try to escape using acrobatics.
Versus...
It's athletics DC. Or whatever escape DC it has. If it has some specific
That's what I'm
one.
looking for. Okay. Make your check.
That's going to be a 20. I don't think that's good enough.
Against its athletics.
Mm-hmm.
1 second.
I was really tempted to use a die here, but...
Now, I believe if a creature
Please
does not...
don't let what I said about Canadians affect your decision.
I believe if a creature does not have a skill specified, that it's that stat plus 10. There is no modifier, correct?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
a 20 is a success.
Okay.
Yes!
Lumi
Yes!
wiggles out, wiggles free. So she's no longer grabbed, which means she's no longer immobilized, which means she's no longer off guard. Perfect. She will then kind of like reeling back, having wrested herself away from the jaws of this creature. She kind of like leans back a bit and tries to fumble for her objects. Her second action will be to exploit the vulnerability of this creature, to try to scour my experiences and find appropriate supernatural esoterica on my person, to be able to make a weakness of this creature. So I'm going to be making a esoteric lore check against a standard DC of its level, and you can tell me to what degree of success I get, because that matters. So I get a 21.
21 is a success.
Okay, so I can learn its highest weakness, but nothing else, and then I can choose whether to exploit that weakness or create a personal antithesis. And I also, because I... where is it? Because I succeeded in a thing against it. Hold on, where is that ability? Esoteric lore? Is it tome? No, I remember that I have a feat, sorry, hold on. Implement some talent? Esoteric lore? So I know its largest weakness, if anything.
It has no weaknesses.
It has no weaknesses.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a problem.
Then I will be creating a personal antithesis, which means I will be creating a custom weakness against it that is equal to 2 plus half my level, so 4, because we round down in this game. So it has weakness 4 to all my weapon attacks, and I'm just trying to find my feat. I get another bonus.
Yeah, I don't remember what it is, but I do know if you succeed that you get some additional...
I get to do a recall knowledge for free against it. And I want to try and find the feat. I know I will be attacking it as my last attack here, using multi-attack penalty because I tried to escape as my first action. I would like to domain die that one, please.
Yep, do it. Great
Boom.
choice.
What should I say?
Cool.
Doom.
That is going to be a 27 to hit.
Attacking with your star knife?
As a monarch.
With monarch.
Yes.
A 27 hits.
Yes.
All right.
Get him.
Is this an aberration?
This is not an aberration.
I believe, because that's why, creature with the aberration trait. Okay, cool. So I rolled 5. That's going to be 10 slashing on top of, and then plus the weakness 4 to it. So it'll be 14 slashing of magical slashing. And I'm not trying to dubious knowledge. No. Additional lore. Not battle medicine. Is it talisman? No.
I feel like the implication that Lumi has dubious knowledge is not accurate.
Diverse lore? Oh, additionally, there's a paragraph called additionally. Okay. Additionally, when you succeed at a check to exploit a vulnerability, I compare it to the DC to recall knowledge about it, and if that is also success or critical success, I can gain information as if I succeed on recall knowledge. There it is. Okay.
And you rolled
that was a 21.
21. That is not a success on recall knowledge.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this creature is an enigma to her. Nonetheless, she crafts a custom weakness for it. That is my turn.
All right. It is now going to...
Right, goes down by 1.
Immediately, as you pull yourself free and attack it successfully, it kind of moves its head back and forth, its mouth peeling impossibly wide yet again, and it whips its head around and it attempts for its first action to bite you again, Lumi.
Bring it. I have 1 more AC than it says because my frightened decremented.
So that is going to be a 36 to hit.
A 36 to hit?
That is correct.
That is going to be a critical hit.
No.
So
you will take...
Oh, do I have a talisman for this? Look at my gear. Potency
9 plus... So you'll take 20 piercing damage.
Angel, that's first aid.
You are grabbed again.
God damn it.
It is now going to activate a feature that takes a second action. It begins to, from the wound that it's created as it's biting down on you again, it is sucking your blood.
Ooh. El Chupacabra.
And it is quickened for 1 minute. Meaning it gets 1 extra attack, 1 extra strike or stride action per round or per turn. You are drained 1 until you receive healing of any kind or amount.
Drained, so minus on con-based rolls and DCs, and I lose a number of hit points. Wow. And I lose less stuff. Okay, cool. Drained 1, you say?
Yes.
So that means I lose 5 more hit points.
With its extra, well, it still has, well, it because
1 more. Yeah.
Well, it has 2 more.
Yum.
It is going to attempt to strike Icselo with its claws. Icselo, that is going to be a dirty 20 to hit you.
That'll hit. My AC is 14 right now.
So you will take 17 slashing damage. And then let me see something. Yes.
You're gonna try and finish me off?
With Lumi grabbed, it is going to... What's its movement? Lumi, you are grabbed, so I'm going to attach you to it. It is going to drop to all fours, dragging Lumi in its mouth, bound, and break through this window.
Oh, no!
And it's going to push off the windowsill, and it's going to fly upward another 5 feet. So it's only about 5 feet in the air right now, at the tail end of its movement. But it's just outside the window, airborne. Actually, no, because it's on the windowsill. It hasn't started flying yet.
Oh, it's about to fucking spring. Icselo,
Like the wings are starting to go.
Yeah, it's basically, as it hits, it kind of muffled screeches, and you see the wings starting to unfurl, its muscles tensing as it prepares to leap into the night air. And that is when the front door to the White Deer
my God.
flies open. And Abstelar Xantus enters, looking around. Takes a quick assessment as he comes running in. And seeing this creature in the window with Lumi in its mouth, Xantus immediately... You see him immediately, and he calls on Desna, and he is going to cast a heightened holy light spell, which is going to be a ranged attack. That is a natural 20. That Father Xantus just got on his searing light spell.
Oh my God.
So here's the thing.
We have a question, logistical
Yes.
question. Did the devil break the grapple that it was in?
Is one Icselo grabbing it?
That is a good point. That is a
Y'all
good point.
gotta speak up. I don't always see the chat. Like, come on.
I literally have been doing research for the last 5 minutes because I didn't use the right word. It's grabbed, not grappled.
Yeah, sorry. Feel free to call it out. Don't, because I'm not seeing the chat very frequently when I'm trying to manage everything on the battlefield.
My question in the chat was more towards Vi, who I go to all things.
Right. Vi is
Pathfinder.
our resident rules cyclopedia.
Sorry, and I was looking at a different tab for my own rules question. So I missed it as well.
So it made an attack, a bite, and an attack. So
instead of striding, it would try to escape.
So yeah, its action instead of getting away would just be to try to break your grapple. So it's going to make a
athletics or acrobatics or unarmed attack versus.
But even if it breaks it won't be able to leave. It's just free. So that's going to be.
Succeeds, it gets to move. Okay.
Which means it's even closer to Zaddy when he gets that fucking nut.
So it gets a 23 to break your versus your athletics DC. What's your athletics score plus 10?
My athletic score is an 11, so 21.
So it does break your grapple, but it can't go anywhere. It just breaks free of you. And again, now the wings are sort of unfurling, and you see it eyeballing that window when Xantus comes in, blasts it with a critical hit on a Searing Light spell that was heightened. That is going to be... Where did it go? That is going to be a total. We're going to roll the damage up. The Holy Light spell does, at heightened, 7d6 of fire damage. And because this creature is unholy, it does another 7d6 of spirit damage.
Oh my
and then
God.
all of that is going to get doubled. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 d6.
I told you. Oh my God, look at that shit.
So that's
122.
61 is 122
Why are we
fast by?
damage done to this devil. Let's see.
Zaddy is so good at what he does, bro. Oh my God. I will be your father figure.
Watch its health bar.
Oh my God. Good night.
Oh, it is not dead.
Oh my God. It better fucking try to escape before it gets worse.
And I just imagine this as in Velynia, because of your positioning, you see this
front row seat.
And Lumi, you see looking past the devil's avatar as Xantus casts this spell. He seems to be backlit with this aura, and you just see like a dozen monarch butterflies just sort of spectral, just sort of flutter out and around him, and then they just sort of dissipate into the air. In fact, they don't dissipate. What they do is they as if something suddenly went flying past them. It's not very good. You know what?
Okay.
I'm going to spend one of my...
To help us?
Yes. I can use mine for good.
Okay.
I'm controlling Xantus. I'm going to re-roll this 5 because Xantus is... I got a 6.
That's a 9.
I'm not going out still. I'm not going out like that. I want this to be a cool move.
Yes.
Okay, that's better.
Hey, that's better.
Xantus, you see those spectral butterflies sort of filling the air, and then they suddenly go as you see a bright flash of silver, and in this thing's forehead, a good 8 inches away from where it was biting down on you, Lumi, a star knife appears embedded in its skull. Xantus's favored weapon is a star knife as well.
Oh my God.
That's canon, by the way.
Like father, like daughter.
As he hurls the star knife, and let's just see. That would
I gotta
be...
say, this is changing Velynia's perception of the religious types. Just for the future.
So as Xantus embeds this in this thing's skull, I'm going to say that because it has taken something like 138 points of damage from one source, it drops to all fours. It drops Lumi. and it is bleeding profusely from where this star knife is embedded in it. It is completely singed, and it seems like parts of its skin and wings are sort of burning away from this holy versus unholy. And Xanthus is going to look at you, Icselo, as if to say, finish it or don't. It has just a couple of hit points left. It is your choice if you want to kill this thing or do something else with it. And I do believe we still have... Wait.
Bryn just got yoinked out the window, and Millie is in danger.
Yeah, there's one other guy here that's still in, but...
One dude!
So,
Fine.
Millie is engaged.
Actually, you know what? Because he came along, we're just going to see real quick. Because this would be so funny.
Garridan?
As Garridan comes in, he is going to he's going to grab a mug off the floor from one of the earlier attacks, pick it up and hurl it. This would be funny if he crit. He throws it, and you can tell he kind of he's not used to this kind of thing. He's scared of this thing. The mug just sort of lands on the ground nearby. It doesn't do anything effective. Garridan uses pewter mug. It's ineffective. Xanthus. Natalin, it is your turn.
I believe actually it is Icselo's turn because I went before the Devil's Avatar and all that stuff.
Yes,
that is correct. Sorry. I hadn't switched the thing in a while. Icselo, it is your turn.
Nodding to Father Xanthus, Icselo is going to leap atop this creature. I'm going to try and take the knife from its head and use that as the weapon to attack it.
Yeah. Make an attack. Use your regular weapon modifier. Or strength modifier, whatever it is.
Okay. That is a plus 12 normally. Uh, 30? 18 plus 12?
That is a hit.
Numbers are...
I'm not even going to make you roll damage.
Absurd.
I'm not even going to make you roll damage.
Game over.
You draw that blade out and you just bring it right back into this thing, splitting its skull open, and you watch as all of its muscles relax. Oof. And the Devil's Avatar, formerly Kellen Varm, collapses, and still under the effects of that searing light, that holy light spell, just like the vampires in Blade, oof, this thing just sizzles away. And hold on, I gotta make sure Lumi is detached before I make it go away.
Don't make Lumi bamf away.
Icselo.
So I imagine taking the knife and making it my weapon and then attacking is 2 actions. Would I have 1 more action?
You sure would.
Mm-hmm.
I run for the stairs.
Yeah. You can get whatever your movement speed is. And Lene scrabbles over the broken window and outside where one of the disciples has her son. And if you noticed, while Icselo was taking his turn, I rolled a d20. Lene got a forgot what it was. It was a success. I know that. It was versus the Disciples' athletics or strength DC, which was only a 13. And Lene has the Disciple grabbed outside and is preventing him from running away with her son. And she is... See how many hit points does he have? She is going to...
Calling it.
She's going to...
It's about to get ugly.
She's ineffectively kind of beating... Oh, she gets a crit.
Oh, Jesus, ripping
she
out
gets
the
a
eyeballs.
crit. I was saying she's going to use these last 2 attacks to... Or well, actually, I guess she can only make 1. She is beating this... and she does some damage to him. As she has this man and is pummeling him. She's bleeding from cutting herself on broken glass, but she doesn't care, as she is trying to kill this man who is trying to steal her son. Millie, it's your turn.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Millie's gonna take a chance. Take a chance. She's gonna run over to the window so she's got line of sight.
Let me just check.
Nothing happens.
I'm just checking.
Okay.
No reactions for the Disciple, so you get away from him.
Perfect. And she's gonna send one of the freaking roasted garlic jars out against his head. Question, is there, what is it? If Lanai has him grabbed, do I get any kind of a bonus, or does he or is that
he's off
guard.
his AC?
He's off guard, so there'll be a -2.
-2 on his AC.
Okay. That's good. So, let's roll this, see what happens. I'd like to use a die to re-roll that.
Yes.
Fuck me. I use another one.
Good.
That's better. I'll pay those back in a second. So that is... What's my to hit? Burp. Attack plus 10. So that's going to be a 28 to hit.
A 28 with his... Well, even without him being flat-footed, is a critical hit.
God bless. All right. And then... I lost my thingy. 4d6.
Good Lord.
So that's going to be... if it's a critical success, does that double?
It's double damage.
32.
Hell yes.
If he was at
his head.
If he was at full health, that would have killed him.
Oh my God.
You hurl this jar telekinetically out the window, and seeing what you're doing, Lene twists her grapple, twisting his head towards, so his face is looking right through the window. You see Bryn, who is 16 and taller, instinctively ducks, trying to break free of this man's grapple. And the next thing we see is this. What was it? A jar of...
One of the roasted garlic jars.
The roasted garlic jar hurls with such force, it just goes right through his eye socket and into his skull.
Jesus, it embeds itself.
It was so forceful that the jar doesn't even have time to break. It's the bone that breaks in the orbital socket. It's just...
Bryn, don't look at that!
He already saw it. He's traumatized. Oh my God.
Oh gosh, that'll wash out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Rub some dirt in it.
And
These kids have already seen some shit. So.
you tell her not to look at it, and she takes, as he dies, Bryn breaks free of his grasp and sort of falls to the ground and scrabbles away from him, sort of crab walking almost as he gets several feet away. Lene doesn't release him and instead takes his head and slams it for good measure against the broken glass window more than once. She wants to be sure that this man is dead. And when she finally lets go of him and he drops, she just spits on him.
Oh my god. What a badass, bro.
So that was only 2 actions, Millie.
Oh,
No, that was 3.
Oh, okay.
I moved
Yep.
and then.
Oh, it was a double action for your telekinetic?
Mhm.
All right. So this guy is... Whoops. Undo. That's what happens when you attach people. This guy is gone. The blood remembers. Where are we? Icselo, Monte Cristo, Millie.
Devil's Disciple 4 pisses himself. And that is 1 action.
Close. He is going to pick up this chair. He is going to throw it through the window. And then he is going to dive through the open window.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to start running away.
Pussy! Tell the others what you saw.
Because he doesn't care about the other cultists, but once the Devil's Avatar is gone, his fight is gone. But I do say, I will say this, as he runs out, Millie, make a perception check. Because I know you were kind of watching Lene and Bryn.
Alrighty. 14.
The breaking glass catches your attention, and you watch this man as he scrabbles through the open window and sort of stumbles. And then he looks up. And in the light spilling through the open window, you see a look of horror on his face as he looks up, and you hear that horrific howl that the creature released from inside. But this howl is louder and more intense.
Oh, God.
And you see a shadow pass outside that cone of light outside the window. And the disciple is gone. A moment later, you hear and a thud up on the roof above as something has scooped him up and dropped him on the roof. Icselo, as you continue, you guys are now out of combat. As you continue to run up to the 2nd floor, you hear the sound of something hitting the roof. Heavy. And then a moment later, you hear footsteps on the roof. And then you hear that horrific howling sound again. And then and that is the end of the combat. In the aftermath of this fight, immediately Xantus will run over to you, Lumi.
Oh
and he scoops you up and is immediately looking over your many and various wounds. How hurt are you? Where? What hurts the most?
I'll be okay. Is she's holding her very injured arm close to her chest?
I don't know how this works. Somebody who knows how healing works. Tell me what the effect would be. He'll wait until those of you are around him, but Xantus wants to use a concentration to disperse a 4th level heal.
So he's going. So, it'll be a 30-foot emanation, and anybody in that range is going to get the healing. A 4th level will be 4d8.
Okay, thank you. I thought I was interpreting that right.
Plus, sorry, because there's additional and increase. So 4d8, and the extra increases by 8. So 48 of healing plus 16.
So that'll be 45? Is that right?
Badass.
So yeah, so anybody, he'll make sure that as you guys all move around, so if anybody is hurt other than Lumi, anybody will get 45 points of healing from Xantus as he just sort of glows with this emanation, and these spectral monarchs sort of float around the area looking for wounded.
Because Velynia doesn't need the healing, she doesn't get any of the monarchs.
I'm not wounded.
I would like to immediately, before we get to the rest of you and your reactions, Icselo, you run upstairs, and as soon as you run upstairs, direct your attention to the left. You would be here. What do you do when you get upstairs and you don't immediately see your daughter?
Lyra, where are you?
Oh God. Oh no.
There's no answer.
Oh no.
I would repeat it. Come out, where are you?
No. Stop it.
Still no answer.
Mean. This is so mean.
I think as soon as we get to a door, I'm going to start just opening doors. Probably significantly more aggressively until I get to the end of the hallway.
As you get to those doors, make a perception check.
Please be good. 26.
You hear a floorboard creak behind you. Turning around, you see your daughter holding a wooden crate over her head.
Oh my God.
And starting to run towards you like she's going to throw it at you. And then seeing you, she immediately drops the crate and runs to you. And as she wraps her arms around you, you see and hear a very rare thing for your daughter. She's crying.
I mean, damn, I probably am too.
And then she calls over her shoulder and says, It's okay. It's my dad. It's safe. and tentatively, hesitantly peering out through the storeroom door. Tavi sticks his head out. Both kids
Come here, lad.
are safe.
Oh my god.
And Tavi will run up next to Lyra and embrace you as well. And downstairs, what's everybody doing?
I'm calling out for Ellis. I saw around where he ran to hide, but I didn't like get a final location. So I'd be calling the same thing, like that it's safe for him to come out.
Yeah, Millie's calling and saying that it's safe to come back in to the folks that are outside. And then she's gonna detect magic. I wanna see if these blood smears are magical at all.
You use your detect magic and move around the room, catching them all. None of them glow. They seem to just be blood.
Just blood.
But there's a lot of it on hardwood floors.
Ugh.
And the blood will remember. Um,
Gonna have to buy a whole bunch of rugs.
I'll move Lanai and Bryn inside, and as the rest of you are getting your bearings, I think there's a moment, Velynia, where you peer around that little half wall where you saw Ellis disappear, and a chicken flies up in your face.
Ah!
And then Ellis looks up, and just with big watery eyes, is it safe?
It's safe. Come out.
And let's go ahead. I just saw the note. If anybody needs it, let's take a quick 5-minute break. Or so. As once again, I wasn't even looking at the clock, honestly. I was watching so much stuff, I didn't even realize what time it was. So let's take a quick 5-minute break. We got some stuff to wrap up before the end of the session. So we will be back in just a few moments.
Woo.
And we're back. Actually, I guess we don't really need the map up anymore. As in the aftermath of this fight, I think Xanthus, as I said, he creates this healing emanation. Linnea's superficial cuts from climbing through the broken window are healed. I think Garridan is kind of pacing around, and actually, to keep himself busy, he probably runs to the kitchen and immediately starts pouring, like, I don't know, I'm just making something up, vinegar and some other stuff into a bucket. I was going to say vinegar and baking soda, but that's not right. Whatever it would be that natural remedy for getting out blood before it can set too deep into the wood. He wants to start treating these blood stains. But what are the rest of you doing following the... before I turn you over to RP, I need somebody to roll me a D100. There is a 30% chance of something.
I'll do it.
There's going to be more than one roll.
90.
All right. So if I get a 75 to a 1 or to a 5, what the heck? My dice go all wonky. All right, I guess I'll do it. Grumble here a minute while this thing acts like a fool. Okay, here we go. Okay. So that did not happen. I need somebody else to roll a D100.
I'm out.
I got it. 36.
A what?
36.
Okay, I didn't know if you said 36 or a dirty six.
I thought you said dirty six.
And I wanted to know
like,
what a dirty six is.
Yeah.
So that'd be a 21.
I'll tell you after the stream.
That'd be a 21 to a 41. Okay, no to that. And one more final.
D100?
D100 roll. Yeah, sorry.
I vote Millie.
I realize I did not say that out loud. I want it to be Millie because of reasons.
94.
Okay, so this one there's a 40% chance. Which means was that 4 to 14
74
to 14.
Oh well, yeah.
You're gonna love this. Okay.
Tell me this means Millie's dessert didn't actually get ruined. Or there was one extra one in the oven that she forgot about.
Okay. What are you all doing in the aftermath of this fight?
Correct me if I'm
Millie-
wrong. We heard like hoofprints on the roof, right?
You did.
Yeah, I think Lumi will like after getting healed, she'll have her monarch still in hand. There's something on the roof, and I think that she's going to move and dash out of the building to check out what's on the roof.
Shit! Lumi, wait! And I would follow Lumi. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. I follow Lumi.
Xantus is like, Lumi, wait! And is at the same time you go after, says, Velynia, follow!
Already on it. I don't say anything.
And we're all moving our tokens around. We don't really need the map anymore. We're not displaying the map, but so you run outside and do what?
I want to look on the roof.
I'm making sure nothing fucking scoops.
I know
up
that Lumi is like a little bit shorter, so she needs to like head out farther to get the vantage onto the roof.
It is a 2-story building.
Maybe is there like a fence that she can hop up onto, or like a
and it is getting towards something. It's getting towards night. I think if you just make a I'm even going to make you roll for this because it would just be unnecessary. I think looking around and determined enough, you're able to find some handholds and kind of boost yourself up with probably some crates or barrels around back and find a way to scrabble up on top of this roof. And it's not a flat roof. It's a peaked roof in a couple different places with gables and wooden shingles. And the first thing you notice when you get up there, Lumi, is you see the devil's disciple that tried to get away.
Ooh.
Is impaled on the weather vane.
Oh my god.
And you see on the roof about, well, probably with as much as it moved around, you see a couple dozen hoof prints that look as if they were branded into the wood.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Lumi, come down from there. It can't possibly be anything that interesting.
There's hoof prints burnt into the Oh God, that body!
I climb up there. I scramble up out of the roof, probably with a little bit
Is there
less.
a horse up there too?
I get
Looks
up
like
there,
there
I'm
was
like,
one.
The hoof
Well,
prints.
if it's not there now, then it's not there now.
The hoof prints are bigger than any horse you've ever seen.
I put my palm down into like the horseshoe. Is it like?
Well, it's not a shoe.
I mean, the
It's
hoof print.
like
maybe.
yeah, but you could put both of your hands and still not fully cover the hoof print.
That's
my
a big
God.
boy.
And I'm kind of like looking down at it, and I just like look at Lumi. I'm like, you weren't kidding.
What?
Do you want to know what I think this is?
Sure, Lumi.
I think that was the Sandpoint Devil.
The Sandpoint Devil is a myth.
It's real.
And just as I'm about to argue with you further, that frickin' like hoof print like catches my eye again, and I honestly don't have anything to say.
I would like the
response.
two of you to make a perception check. I'm just waiting for our notes master. What's
I got a 28%.
so? It is a waxing moon, waxing gibbous, I believe it's the term.
waxing gibbous.
You got a what on your perception,
28 for me.
Lumi?
And 27. Sorry, 24. 24.
As you say, you think it's the Sandpoint Devil, and you say that's just a myth. You hear that horrific howl, but it sounds distant and high above. And you both look, and you see the mostly full moon, and you see the silhouette of distant, but no mistaking what looks like a large horse with bat wings passing in front of the moon.
Oh my God.
And it is flying in the direction of the hinterlands.
That's it right there. That's it.
And I see it, but rather than being excited like Lumi seems, Velynia's like in shock. Like she's just staring at this agape and silent. We should get over the roof.
How did...
Go ahead.
And correct me if I'm wrong. That body that's impaled in the weather vein. How did that occur? We don't have no idea, right? That seems like very...
The guy got yoinked up as soon as he tried to escape and got flown up by whatever this fucker is.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. And like, so yeah, she'll point at that body and just be like, "It's horrific."
Yes, it is. And I tell Lumi, I would say, would you go down and tell Icselo to join me up here, and he can help me get him down.
Oh, sure. And she begins to take a few steps, and then she realizes that she's very afraid of heights and gets a massive hit of vertigo as she tries to figure out a way back down.
God damn it. Shit.
You scrambled up there with no problem, but climbing down, it's that you're holding on and you're just carefully...
No, getting down onto a ladder is an entirely different matter than getting up onto the roof from a ladder. Anybody who's gotten up on their roof will tell you.
Indeed.
She's also short. She's not used to being that high up off the ground, you know?
Yeah.
So with that, we'll cut back inside while the two of them are up on the roof. Natalin, Millie, Icselo.
Millie's just kind of helping Kaeryn clean up. Like, what is it? She's helping him clean up and putting aside any of the boards from the splintered chairs or whatever, because we're gonna have to freaking board up the window.
I'm so sorry about the window Garrett. It was the best way to escape.
You didn't break it. It was them bastards what did it. If I could take it out of them, I would, but I guess... And he kind of looks down at the big blood stain that he's scrubbing. I guess the debt's already been paid.
Well, vengeance has been had, but I don't necessarily think that's the equivalent of this debt. How very dare. Busted in here while we're having a perfectly good time trying to take the children.
Yeah. Why did they come in here? Of all places in town, why did they come here? How did they know the children would be here?
I'm sure I don't know.
Well, it's a good thing we've got a member of the town guard here. The sheriff's gonna need to hear about this.
Oh, good.
And on cue, Icselo is thumping down the steps with 2 children in his arms. And I'm gonna make my way over to Lene and return her son.
Cool.
She begins sobbing all over again and thoroughly checking where she had just finished looking at Ellis and Bryn, and now she's looking over Tavi and checking for any wounds. In my mind, I'm realizing it with this session. I think the art for the token helped a little bit. Linnea is a bit Molly Weasley. She's very, very much looking them over and making sure they're okay, and she, before you can walk away though, she will grab your arm, Icselo, and she looks like she wants to say something. You can see that she also looks like that if she actually says something, she's going to lose control of the emotions she's trying to hold in check for her children. Mm-hmm. And instead, she steps forward and she just gives you a powerful farmer's hug. That she is much stronger than she looks. Those are apple throwing arms that she wraps around you.
Several of your vertebrae pop at this moment.
And she hugs you, and then she puts a hand on Lyra's shoulder and says, "Thank you. Thank you for taking Tavi in hiding. Thank you." And she turns away, and you can see she's kind of rubbing at her eyes as she turns back to her children. Probably enough time for Lumi to come down and fetch Icselo. But where did you go, Natalin?
Natalin would have followed Icselo up the stairs to find the missing children, but I think she gets up there. He's already reunited with them. He goes back down. I think she would have followed, except she's just watching everything happen from probably like the stairwell, because everybody is all doing the things. Like Lumi's gone and Velynia's gone, but all the kids are being reunited. So I think she's just kind of standing to the side, out of everybody's way, and just kind of watching, and just kind of happy that everybody is okay. The kids are all okay. Kids are back with their mother. and father.
I think there's a point.
Monte Cristo's cozying up to the kids.
Oh, he protected them. In his mind, he was the one.
I think there's a point where, as you're sort of sitting either in a chair or maybe even standing or sitting sort of on those bottom steps, staying back out of the way, Father Xanthus approaches you, Natalin. You're not much of one for receiving accolades, are you?
Oh, I didn't do anything worthy. I'm just glad everyone was okay.
He looks over to Lene and her 3 children, Icselo and his daughter. I know a couple of families that would say otherwise.
Just did what anybody would have done.
Oh, I don't think just anybody would have done what you and the others have done. And don't get me wrong, I'm not admonishing you for staying back. There's a lot to be said for somebody who doesn't seek any particular attentions or praise for the work they've done, but I wanted to acknowledge the work that you've done.
I'm just glad you came. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't have been here. So thank you.
I feel like you would have taken care of it eventually, but I'm glad Kaeryn found me when he did, and that I was as close as I was. This is not going to sit well with the town. Knowing that you all have been, well, what you have been doing, it's both more important now than it ever has been. But
Father, I think things are just beginning.
I think you may be right. And I think it's about to get worse. And he looks towards the front door. And that's where we see first Sheriff Baylor Hemlock.
Dork.
Followed by Mayor Deverin. And eager to walk through the door, but waiting until those two have passed in, Karn Scarnetti.
Oh my god.
We should just, take care of him sometime at night.
Yeah,
you know?
fuck that guy.
And as they all walk in, and Sheriff Hemlock looks at you, Icselo. And he looks around, and he just kind of shakes his head, and he starts walking towards you. That's where we're going to end tonight's session, but with a footnote. You all are now level 6.
Yes.
Finally!
Yes, it happened. Congratulations,
We are
everyone.
also have concluded chapter 3, Whistles in the Dark. And our next session will be chapter 4, Footprints on the Roof. Or Footprints on the Rooftops, I forget which.
Oh my god. Also, I'm still on the roof. Worth noting.
Yes.
Just sitting up there waiting.
Can you
Are you the
Footprints on the roof.
can you pry that dead body off of the weather vane, please?
I said I needed help.
I'm being talked to by my boss. I might be fired.
I like how I like to imagine right as this whole thing comes
I'm
in,
getting
Velynia
written up
comes
for
down
sure.
all bloody and be like, "Well, no worries. I got that body all full by
You just see
myself. What's
the body
happening?"
comes thumping down.
Thunk.
As Kaeryn
I got
walks in, I was
it.
gonna say, as Kaeryn walks in, you just see this body go thunk.
Don't worry,
Right at his
everyone. I
feet.
got it. I got it all by myself.
Look out below. So we'll talk a little bit offline, but I'm kind of imagining we'll do a short, not a big, but a short time jump. We won't necessarily pick up exactly where we left off, but it will be most likely either that same night or later or the next day, where some people, the mayor, the sheriff, and incidentally, the 3 D100s you rolled for were first to see if Garrison ran into or sent somebody after the sheriff when he went out looking for Santos. He did not. The second roll was to see if he went after the mayor or sent somebody after the mayor. He did not.
God.
The third 40% roll that was appropriate that Millie would roll it was to see if Scarn Scarnetti caught wind of
confetti.
it. Because Karn has his own whisper network going on. And Karn absolutely notified the sheriff and the mayor.
Kaeryn just uncovered it. How did the children know, or how did they know the children were going to be here? Ex-wife knew. She probably told Gramps.
Wow. Gramps is in charge of the cult. Fucker.
I can't wait to hear first, folks. I can't wait to hear your theories and not to comment at all on them. But one of the things I didn't want to say when you guys were so worried about the intensity of this fight was that the reward is waiting on the other side is a level up.
That's a great reward.
Yeah.
That is appropriate.
And a new chapter. And
to be clear, we have only dispatched one Doom. Although we are heading into Chapter 3, we have gotten one Doom.
Chapter 4.
Sorry. Yes.
And you are actually within the timeline and everything of the module. You are right on course.
Amazing.
So
perfect.
Yes, we will continue with some downtime, some investigative work. Some questions will have to be answered, and you'll have to make a plan for how and when you plan to proceed.
I gotta connect with my cousin.
But that is our 34th episode. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you, of course. Shout out for the hype train. With the community subs and the bits, and you guys, you were briefly up to 81, but you only spent what, 5 total domain dice? I spent 2 because I really wanted Xantus to succeed at something cool. Remember that when you complain about me using domain dice. But thank you to everybody hanging out in chat. I did not even get a chance to hardly look at it, so I don't know who stopped by or who's still here, but thank you. I love seeing all the activity in chat and seeing everybody hang out. I would like to also say thank you if you're somebody that likes to lurk quietly in the background, or if you're watching with us later on the VOD. We appreciate you and hope you enjoy our games as much as we enjoy playing them. And of course, as always, a huge thank you to these amazing players who, though they might not like it and might let me know that they don't like it, still go all in when I make things very difficult and it looks like I'm trying to murder you all. Thank you, as always, Vi, Kaeryn, Tamiko, Cari, and Baron. Without whom, this would just be me talking to myself for a couple hours. With that, we're going to go ahead and end this stream the same way we end every stream. And you can say it with me if you want.
Daddy.
Menargle.